As I sit within my study one fine night, I discovered, much to my delight, a group of players assembled here to brave an adventure steeped in fear. While I found the thought quite foolish, I, as DM, must fulfill their wish. And thus, dear listeners, do I say, welcome to TPK Roleplay. Hello, everyone. I am Turk. I will be your DM for the evening. Really excited to take you all into Poetry Month with Masque of the Worms. But before we begin, of course, a DM is nothing without their players. Oh gosh. And I guess I'm just going to turn it over to them. Because, hey, guys, some of you are really new, and I'm really excited to get to play with you. So why don't we let people know who you are and who you're playing tonight?
I am Comrade Crash. I am playing Hawk, the human fighter.
That's me.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Ash. I am playing Zefti, the Drow Elf Warlock. Next is Purple.
Howdy, I'm Purple Phil. I will be playing Sethrakar Vet Isatharesh, or just Seth, because that name is a handful. So I am a dragonborn, a green dragonborn bard, and I'll be handing it off over to Howl.
Rudolph instead.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You fool.
Sorry. I am Rudolph, and I will be playing Pipperton Perrywand, or Pip, the Halfling Twilight Cleric.
And then it's handed off to me. Hi, I'm Howl, and I will be playing Brendil Malos, the human fighter.
All right, and with that said, let us begin our tale of adventure and woe and fears. I thought I could think of a rhyme, but I couldn't. I'm just
Unknown.
Oh, see, there we go. Rely on your players, everyone, especially as this candle won't light. Shall we begin? You all find yourselves in the well-dressed halls of one... Oh gosh, this candle went out really fast. Baron Heinrich Rennet, a powerful and prominent lord who has some grand influence over his small barony, but nevertheless, you've been brought to his halls, a shining, kind of grand estate. The meeting hall is where you have all been assembled, and he sits there in a chair, hands covering his face, slunched over, very lightly weeping. If you would all like to describe your characters and why you've been summoned here for the people.
I'll go first. So my character, Hawk, is a big, tall brute, shaved head, just a bunch of strapped different types of leather armor, and little fur kilt kind of thing with a big. He carries a big warhammer. Reason he's here is hopefully to get a pardon for destroying some shop stalls because he didn't have enough money for some apples.
Well,
I'll do it.
So my character, she is a drow. She's got deep purple skin, stark white hair, and completely whited over eyes. She is a little intimidating, mostly because she's kind of full of herself a little bit. But she has been called here mostly because she can't back down from a challenge ever. She was put up to kind of a bet concerning whether or not she would be able to be, handle this, and she's here to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah, so Seth will you'll see him. He's a very short for a dragonborn, only about 5'8", which is fairly short for a dragonborn. But he's very stout, kind of muscly. mostly dressed in rags, except for one thing. He has a fantastically magnificent purple vest on that looks incredibly expensive, probably like talking 30, 40 gold. More than anything else on him is this vest, which is embroidered in gold. And it has on his left breast 2 M's encased next to each other, and then there is a beautiful gold embroidery tapestry of a couple ships and a very large bird, and there's kind of seems to be some sort of story going on with it, but that's about it. But he's here hoping to free some of his friendly gang of smugglers known as the Merry Mariners. Good enough. To Pip.
Towering at an impressive 3'4", curly brown hair, green eyes, surprisingly chainmail on a halfling looks good, and a shield and warhammer on either side. I found this piece of parchment just blowing in the street and talking about adventure and potential for riches, and they pointed me to this old house, and it's like, wow, that looks like fun, and I've got nothing better to do this weekend, so here I am.
And then there's me. He's rather tall at 5'4". It's actually kind of short. But he has a light tan to his skin, as if he'd been working in the fields or traveling a lot. He's rather stout for his height, which is 220, or his weight. He looks rather like he's a young adult, and he has some piercing gray eyes and some long brown hair that goes down to here. And mainly, he would rather make friends than foes, and he doesn't steal from others who are very prone to being thieves, but he is rather quick to temper and doesn't like being insulted. So there's that. And he's wearing light leathers, and on his back he holds a crossbow, and to his side a short bow and crossbow with bolts on his hip, or on his thigh.
Very well then, and with that, the Baron will kind of be quietly. Thank you all for coming. I understand my summons to some of you is odd, and some of your appearances here even odder, but I am in dire need of assistance in this moment. My wife, you see, my dear Eleanor, she's disappeared, is the only word for it. Gone to the Count Moldavia's manor, and it's been 2 days since that masque was supposed to take place, and I fear the worst. I am nothing without her. I am a bear made a kitten. And he starts quietly sobbing into his hands again.
You said something there. I'm not sure I understand. A mask, like you wear, or is that a mosque?
A mask. A masked ball.
A masquerade.
Lord, yes, a masquerade, a mask. I'm unfamiliar with the other terms beyond these lands, but Count Moldavia, the new Count Moldavia, that is, he threw a ball, and, well, in all fairness, despite our dislike of him, my sweet Eleanor, oh, I do hope for her safety. She went out of obligation, you see. She had to maintain proper honorifics.
Do you fear the Count then? Even before this?
I do not. The new Count, that
The new-
is.
Yes.
The Brim, I do not fear him. In truth, I think he might be a snake. His father's passing was convenient for his own ascension, sudden and quick and shrouded in uncertainties. He claims travel took him ill and he died within 3 days, but I have heard no such illness could afflict the man before. In a ripe prime, elder age, certainly. Finer fruits have been picked earlier, but the entire thing reeks of deception. And thus we labeled him a snake. But still, my Eleanor had to go. You must return her to me. I can hardly rule this land with...
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
I cannot truly rule this land without her guidance. Oh, good table.
Do you mind describing your dear Eleanor?
Well, she's the most beautiful creature I've seen. Raven black hair, a calm, kind face. There is love in her eyes, you see.
A magnanimous
Something
dispensation.
I did not think I would find in this world or the next, and yet she exists. You must find her. I am lost. Set adrift in this tormented sea we call life.
I would then like to slowly approach him and kneel and say, I will do whatever I can to make sure that your love is returned.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Thank you, sir. You are a true gentleman to offer such. I would note the rest of you, those with burdens to bear to our society. There is payment for you in it. Payment and pardon for those that I've inquired. I need this matter looked into privately. My own personal guards, if Lebrim still holds the manor, could be seen as an attack. I need adventurers, travelers, those who would naturally seek safety from a storm or quiet respite from a night. Oh, that's great.
I think we can fill that role, if we shall. Can we get some sort of agreement that, to your word, you will give us what you have stated? Payment and pardon?
Of course. I'm a man of my word. I would be disrespected in many circles if I did not keep to it.
Good.
Well then, where did this mass take place from where we are now?
Moldavia Manor. It's a short ride away. I'll provide you with the horses.
Very good.
And a pony.
A pony, yes, of course, for those of different sizes. Forgive me.
Then circle back with the rest of the group.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Well, this seems like a pretty simple case. Convince a woman to return to her husband. I see no issues with this. Easy money.
But I thought she was missing.
Well, is she missing because she wants to be missing, or is she missing because she's been taken?
We'll see.
That is what we are here to figure out.
Smart. Okay.
Always clever not to assume.
Right. Baron,
Yes.
has the Baroness left like this before? Is this
For journeys,
Typical.
for journeys to other manors, for a ball or party, of course. It's natural. It's expected of us in positions like this. We are not attached at the hip, but I feel for her. Our attachment is the soul.
I understand.
She would have written. There would have been news of the revelers leaving, certainly by now.
So this is
Has
atypical.
The manor is silent. There's been no news from it. No
A
passengers.
magnanimous dispensation.
That is disturbing, considering someone of such high title is being kept there,
Several
staying there.
people likely of high title.
Right.
Anyone else from around this area?
Not this area. We are the Baron and Baroness here.
Fair enough. There's no one under you that would have went.
No.
Handmaidens.
No.
Servants?
She rode alone. But worry not. We will. I'm sending you out to deal with just this situation. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Well, we have a saying back at home: sooner started, sooner finished.
It's a good saying.
That is
Like
a
the
very
sun.
good saying. However, where I come from, wherever supplies are found,
Truly, this is the dankest
Starts a good trend.
dungeon.
What is the current time of day?
It's gonna be about midday.
And how long did he? I think he said how long the ride was.
Short enough. It should be. You should be reaching there by nightfall.
I don't know.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, if we get headed out, hopefully we can get there around nightfall. Cover of shadow might make it a little bit easier to slip in.
It always makes it easier.
All right, let's go.
All right. That being said, I do need to handle all of these good and bad tables. So feel free to guys could like be chatting it up. I
Magnanimous
swear to God, you could
dispensation.
just stop.
just address it quick. and
I am
then we'll-
I am trying. It is literally never ending. But please,
Thank
if
you,
guys-
everyone.
yes.
Thank you.
Anyway,
All right. Well, let's go see about those horses and let's get on our way.
Yes.
We shall.
A
Baron, you
magnanimous
have,
dispensation.
I'm sure, all of our word, but you have mine as well, with the intention of returning your wife to you.
thank you. That means
Yes, of
everything.
course.
And thank you again. I will have my stable hands bring the horses and pony around for you all.
Right. Well, rest easy. Hopefully we'll be back by morning, potentially? Hard to say.
We should be back.
I would never infringe that upon any of you. Go at your own pace.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Take it or leave it.
I don't think I could do that.
In 14 months.
All right. So we're gonna handle our bad tables first. And the
Okay.
first one of the night is going to one of our new players. That.
Oh boy.
Get on.
So. Gosh, 1 second. Hey, Sora, how's it going?
Hi. Yes.
As you begin to get on your horse and ride, Brandil, you'll have something kind of just itches your head, like something kind of crashed at him, like a madness temporarily seems to have afflicted you. You have memory issues. Whenever you need to remember anything, roll a d4. If the result is a 1, you forget everything about it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna post this in chat.
Why are these bad tables so cool, though?
They're really good.
Awesome.
Let's hope
Okay.
we don't just like lose a level or something.
No, that would be the worst. That would never happen.
You're back to a commoner. You have 3 HP and absolutely no initiative for anything.
You just watch.
You're just there.
You
All right.
pay people to go after you.
This next one's gonna be for Rudolph.
Okay.
Let's see what happens, my friend. A 50. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh boy.
This one will affect you later.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
If you sleep, you have something plaguing at your mind, something that you know if you closed your eyes and rested on this ride, you would fall into it. But there seems to be a lake of fire. And you really desire to get to it as quickly as possible. So yeah. Every time you sleep, think of fire. Okay.
Oh boy.
Second one.
Why couldn't I have gotten that one?
Oh, don't worry. There'll be plenty of mischief around. This one's going to Ash.
Oh, okay.
22.
Good number.
You sincerely believe you can cast the wish spell at will, and tries to cast it frequently.
This is the best table ever.
Oh my god. Okay. Thank you. Amazing.
Okay, that is it for the bad tables. So let's go ahead and open up some of those good tables, huh?
Yeah.
As well as something extra special, because
Back into the loot boxes.
Chrissy Kurtz is in the chat and Callie Numbers is in our hearts. As you would naturally say, like a human being. That I am. Anyway, so, good table first. Oh, that loads. Sorry, everything is dark here, surprisingly enough. A 3. This one's going to purple. A 14. So as you get up on this horse, you kind of are running through, and a small rain cloud comes overhead and drifts down on everybody, soaking you all just a little bit. But for you, the water is steaming hot. It doesn't seem to hurt to enter. You gain an additional hit die for rests and have resistance to fire damage.
Yay!
It's pretty good. And then our next good table is going to go to a person that's sitting at this table. This one's going to Ash. 76. Okay. As you are riding through, as you are riding through Zefti, you kind of raise up and like look at the storm cloud. A little bit gets into your mouth. The water burns your throat as you drink it. You feel your blood rush through your limbs. The next melee attack you make that hits deals max damage. So
Cool.
the effect ends if you are incapacitated or take a rest.
Okay.
I can't be the only one that thinks if she rolls a crit, like,
Someone will blow up, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right, and this one's going to our good friend Edgar. So, Edgar, you excited? How are you feeling?
Feeling good.
You shouldn't be.
But it's a good table.
No, I know. But as you are getting rained down, you feel a sinister presence in the water seep into you. You have advantage on intimidation rolls and are immune to fear. Other people will feel a shiver down their spine if they look you in the eye. You just feel real mean all of a sudden. Finally, our big best thing given by the mother of chat clerics. is going to go to purple. All right, Seth. Oh no, wrong button. I rolled a 16. Okay.
It's back.
Yeah, don't worry, I got you. As you're getting up, you kind of feel at the saddle, and there's something kind of right underneath your thigh as you're riding. You figure like, maybe this is just like some minor injury you haven't really
Bad
felt.
saddle.
And it's just like, that's weird. And you kind of like take a moment, you guys, and you get off your horse for a second, and you check under it, and you see a stick of chalk. And over the course of the ride, before you reach the manor, you figure out this is a chalk of doors. It's a stick of chalk with a sprinkle of rainbow in the lime. It allows the user to cast Misty Step as an action by drawing a chalk door on the wall and stepping through. You can use this 3 times.
That's so
As an
cool.
action, so the bonus action. Yeah, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
So yeah. And with all that handled, I will now take you all over. As you ride through the day, you eventually clearing the forests slowly. The tree lines thin out, not because there are less trees, but rather these trees are sickly. Something's wrong with the land itself. And finally, a weathered, gloomy manor sits upon a dense thicket of these sickly trees. Mold and moss collect along its stone walls and under the eaves. High, tall windows ring the manor's walls, and its front door is ominously barred shut. Not barred shut, but it looks pretty sturdy at least. Along the side, you can see stables and additional housing along a tree-covered path, and a dark pond next to the manor ripples in the chilly wind. Low clouds are gathering overhead. I'll take you over to this
A map.
A map, indeed. But now, my brave, intrepid heroes, where are you going?
Well, I suppose we should put our horses in the stable. Seems the only logical. But anyone else?
I agree.
I concur.
Yeah.
It's off to the north here.
Yes, that is correct. I will reveal as you go. As you guys want to move yourselves over. Do you
Oh
have
my
control?
god. Okay. Oh, the power.
Go anywhere.
I'm relatively new to Roll20.
You're
Should
doing great.
just be able to drag yourself.
Yeah, you should just be able to grab that token and drag it on over. And if you don't, let me know.
I cannot.
Okay. That might be because your tokens aren't assigned to your character. That would do it. Alright. Let that figure itself out. Alright, Pip, you should be sorted.
Thank you.
And I am working on you, Brendel. Brendel. Loading it in. And boom. Everyone should be able to see everything and move everything. Well, not see everything, but
There we go. Boop.
However, you can see now a path down here leading to what appear to be smaller housing chambers. Perhaps for staff, perhaps for guests, perhaps for both. But within these stables, as you make your way there, you can see 15 horses are tethered here. Some appear to have crumpled over dead. Others are at the point of, falling apart from hunger or from some kind of odd bite marks.
I think Seth will get down off of his horse and kind of just look around at the stables. Is there like hay around or like food for horses?
Well, yes, hay. There's hay, not within the stable itself, but off to the side.
Gotcha. So they're kind of trapped without their food.
Yes.
Right. I think Seth will just kind of like let his horse go. course, it won't like run away, but just like kind of let it. It'll probably go off to the hay to eat, and we'll go over and try and like open the door to let these other horses that are not dead out.
Yeah.
I'd like to assist them.
Sure. Opening the door is simple enough. A lot of these horses do seem very skittish, though. So opening the door causes them to immediately and like back out and just run. They like run for the hills.
Okay.
Better than letting them starve in there.
Great.
Great.
I'd like
Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to examine one of the dead horses. You were talking about bite marks. I'd like a better look at those.
Sure. Make me a medicine check.
If only I'd trained it. Oh,
That
22.
seems pretty good to me. Yeah, from the looks of it, it is a round circular incision. It doesn't seem to have taken a lot of meat out, but they seem to be multiple of these. A lot. Then you would also notice from examining the wound, there is no blood.
Very, very odd.
Indeed, some would even say mysterious.
I would like to just walk over, see this whole thing, and go, I'm not good at medicine, but that doesn't look normal.
Well, you'd think if something gets bitten, it should bleed. But these didn't.
I will also say you notice, as you all are walking around this, you'll see a carriage marked with the Baron's royal tack, so to speak. It's his emblem. Yeah, it's royal crest, as well as having several other likely nobles, but their horses' bridles and tacks and family emblems are hung around this place.
Would I recognize any of these royal families?
You can make me a history check, but
Okay. That's a 4.
a 4. So I mean, you recognize the one that was in the just in the estate that you were in. These other ones, they're pretty.
They look nice. Oh wait, crap! I already forgot. Don't I have to roll the d4?
You could roll a d4, yes, 100%.
That's 4.
Oh, you retain that memory for now. Wow.
Anyone standing near Zefti would just hear her say under her breath, I wish the horses to be well fed. We'll check on that later.
I mean, to be fair, the horses that you have are being very well fed on that large stack of hay.
Mm-hmm. It's working.
Seth's gonna go over to the carriage. Is it a closed-top carriage or an open carriage?
It's a closed-top carriage.
Would usually take a driver, I would think. Maybe there's a commoner as well around, as well as the Baroness. Seems like a baron to forget those who work for them. But maybe we should check some of these houses before we go to the main one.
Yes.
Good idea.
One moment, Zefti will go over to the carriage and try and like peek over and just say, "The Baroness is here." No.
You. Nothing. Empty, dusty carriage.
As you open it, I think Seth will kind of like actually like take a step back, lean in, look, and go, "Is there anything fancy in there?"
Just upholstery. Unfortunately, that's it.
I'd like to check and see if there's anything, like a trinket or, something
Within the carriage or around?
within the carriage.
Carriage, sure. Make me an investigation check.
Okay, fine. I'm actually kind of good at.
He's doing that. Seth's just gonna take one of his scaled fingers and just kind of rake it
21.
across the floor to see how much dust comes off.
Not a lot of dust comes up on your finger. At 21, you turn this thing over, popping open the seats, and you don't seem to find anything.
That's where the dust is.
I would then just walk out, tell the motley group of people I'm with. Nothing that points to the Baroness being around here.
Right.
You good? You good there?
Yeah.
Getting a weird
A
humming
little
off
bit of
of
a
you.
fan coming from it.
Like,
It's all good now.
It's all good now, yeah.
yeah. Fine.
But yeah, so what is everyone doing now?
I'm going to move over towards this cluster of this long building on the right.
Sure. So you guys are approaching a rows of stone buildings. Looks about 7 doors between the two of them. 3 and 4. 3 up here. 4 on this bottom one.
Okay.
Which doors are you opening?
I'll do the closest.
Okay.
Good choice.
Door number 1, a classic choice. That's exactly why, as you open this unlocked door, there is an empty room.
I'd like to.
Not empty,
check-
but it's... Oh, this next door?
Yes,
Oh, what, you open-
I'd like to.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I'd like to check the second room. Door number 2.
Okay. And you open that door, and similarly, a poorly furnished but still lived in room. Empty of all kinds of creatures.
Very
Have you
well.
found the servants' quarters?
Though I will say, Brendel, make me a perception check.
Oh boy. 15.
15. You can hear a soft, very soft sobbing coming from over here.
Over where?
The next door.
I'd like to. Just like. Hey. There's something coming from over here, and I gesture to the room.
What kind of something?
It's a sob. Some kind.
You said this door?
Yes, I
This
said that door.
way.
Okay. Knock on it. You okay in there?
You hear that sobbing, and as you got closer, you could all start to hear it, and it just goes dead quiet.
I'd like to go up to the door and say, "Are you okay in there? It's okay. We're not going to hurt you."
Are you with mommy? Comes a very soft, sweet little voice.
Is it okay if we open this door?
You're not with the Willow Man, right?
Well, to be frank, I don't even know who that is. So.
Okay, you could come in, I guess.
I slowly begin to open the door.
Okay, you open the door, and partially hidden under the bed is a very young girl. Looks about maybe 5, 6. Hi. You're not with the Willow Man, so it's okay.
I want to step in and sit on the floor across from her and go, "Hi, I'm your size. Do you want to come out and talk?"
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Oh,
And
that's
she
a good rule.
stays under.
I'm Pip.
I'm Jenny.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. Now we're not strangers anymore.
Mom says strangers would do that.
Your mom is smart.
She's a cook. She's the best cook in the land.
I bet. Does she make tarts?
Sometimes when I've been good.
Oh, I like tarts.
Me too. Do you have some tarts?
I don't. I was hoping to get a cherry tart. Does your mom have a special door to the big house she goes in, or does she go in the front door?
She just goes in the front door most times. I mean, the Count's kind of... Well, the Count is weird, but, you know, we work for him. We get paid. That's what my mom says.
I was hoping she'd have a key to the back door so she could get in and cook early in the morning.
Oh, she just goes in. I mean, there's nothing around for a while, she says, and bandits aren't really a problem here, except for the Willow Man. She seems to retreat further under and mentioning this Willow Man.
Do I hear any, noises coming close or anything like that?
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
He's doing that, and Pip's having this conversation. Seth's gonna reach into one of his pockets
Nothing. Yep.
Nothing?
and pull out a couple of candies and try and stealthily slip them into Pip's back pocket.
I mean, you can roll me a stuff check.
I'm just gonna hand them to him. Basically.
You hand it. You hand it to him.
I'm trying to not be seen by the kid as best I can because I'm a big dragon guy, and maybe that's scary to some people.
I don't know. But as you take these candies out of your body, you can roll me a stealth check if you want, or sleight of hand.
Do you want me to?
Do you want to?
I want to do it discreetly. That's all I'm saying.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
You're dealing with a small child and candy. What do you expect?
It's an 11.
11. As you are handing this over, you can kind of see like a brief. You kind of tilt your hand just a little bit too much and move perhaps a bit too slowly, but her eyes lock on it, and they're just like, you've seen hungry animals in the wild before. You're adventurers. It's very much that's food.
Yeah, but I'll kind of in that case, if I notice I get seen, I'll kind of just hit Pip's shoulder a little bit and go, one for you, one for the kid, and kind of just hold them out to you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm going to take one of the rations out of my pack and slide it on the floor with the piece of candy on top. Now, you know your mom's rule: dinner, then candy, right?
Well, yeah. And she stuttles out and will like sit with the back of her head on like the side of the bed and just like start going into this ration immediately. Like voracious hunger, but she clears it down easily enough. You can now kind of see her face, like curly brown hair and a very torn and stained nightgown, a lot of dirt and just dust, like she's been crawling around the floor. You guys are really nice.
Some of us are.
Not like the Count.
Is he mean?
He's a weirdo. I liked his dad better, except he had a weird blue eye. Mama said it was glass, and it wasn't real, but it looked real. And
Wow.
And it would spin.
By itself?
Yeah, except he apparently didn't like it. He would laugh about it, And then sometimes he'd be very angry about it when he'd had a lot of the no-no juice.
How long has he been gone?
Oh, a while. I mean, he wasn't at the party. Or, you know, whenever the adults came over and they made a lot of noise, but I can't hear that anymore.
Oh, that stopped too.
There was a lot of screaming, and I got scared and I hid under here, and now all I can hear is the heartbeat.
The heartbeat.
It's like when my mama would hold me to her chest, just like I'm still there with mama.
So there's a weird heartbeat and a wicker man, you said.
Willow Man. But
Willow Man, I'm sorry.
he's really scary, and he's gonna get me because I stole cookies.
Oh, he doesn't get kids for stealing cookies?
That's not what mama says.
Really? Did she see him?
She said she saw him one time when I was stealing cookies before, and then mama said she saw him outside, and I hid under the bed, and he went away after I kept saying I'm sorry and asking for him to be nice.
Well, now, the Willow Man, he's tall and spindly with long fingers and...
Yeah, like a tree, except he moves.
Oh, I'm going to show her my holy symbol and say, I know how to get rid of him. We trained for it in school. You go over to the doorway and you stand in the doorway and make yourself really big. And you say, I'm sorry 3 times. And then you go lay in your bed and take a nap.
Okay.
That's it.
And she's just gonna like get up and plot over and like stand and like arms will go up. I'm sorry. And then run back and get under the... She appears very frightened, but she's under the blankets, like eyes shut very tightly.
Okay, now you just have yourself a little sleep, and we're gonna go try to talk to your mommy.
Okay. I'm gonna take a nap.
You do that.
I'm gonna take a nap right here.
Okay. And, let's see. According to this, I have 3 rations, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave a second one on the... I guess there's like an end table or something here.
Yeah.
So yeah, so if she wakes up before we're done, she has food.
Okay.
And step out. Are any of you good at looking at tracks?
No.
Not.
No.
I'm just going to take a quick look around this front area to see if I see anything that could be Willow Man.
I'm gonna help him.
Sure. You can both make me investigation or perception checks, whichever you prefer.
I would much prefer
11.
11.
21 again.
Okay. You guys don't see any immediate tracks in the area. It appears just like typical foot traffic through the area, heading towards the house. But yeah, not much heading off into the woods. Just kind of foot tracks heading towards the manor.
Okay, so Willow Man, most likely a story to scare kids, but screaming from the house and then silence is a pretty bad sign.
Yeah, it's not great.
That.
You did very well in there, Pip.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Kids like me, I'm their size.
Kids don't like me. I look scary.
I'm not really good at talking, so
I was impressed too.
Okay.
I was also impressed, but I'm God, so who cares?
That's like the most person to be impressed.
Are these more rooms over here?
Yes, there are 4
Okay.
more doors in there.
Okay, so I open door number 4.
All right, you open the door. It slowly creaks open, and an unfurnished room awaits you inside. What do you do?
I just give it a quick look. Don't hear any crying, and then I'm just like, nothing here.
With that mean, intimidating look in your eye. You guys want to just check out all the doors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, as you open each of these doors, all of them contain what appear to be servant quarters. Lightly furnished, modest living spaces. Few valuables left hanging around, but nothing in particular that really grabs your fancy.
Doesn't look like anyone left in a hurry, at the least.
After some scrounging around, do I find anything small that people might have forgotten?
In each room, you could probably find around 4 gold pieces worth of valuables. You know, personal items, holy symbols, candelabras, kind of thing. You know, like reading lights.
Oh. Very well.
I don't believe the Baroness to be among the servant quarters. Shall we attempt to go in through the front door?
Seems like a good idea. I might want to look through one of these back windows if I can first.
Yeah.
Must.
For some reason, going through front doors makes my back itch.
Oh,
Maybe going backwards. Hawk, you're pretty tall, Brandel. Would you mind looking in this window for me? I'm maybe not quite as tall as you guys. Easier to get a view.
I'm pretty sure you're taller than me.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hawk, at least.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am tall. Is this the window?
Sure. Yes,
yeah,
that is the window. You peer through it. It appears to be tinted glass.
I can't see you inside. Should I break it?
don't see no reason to. The Count values their privacy.
I pick up a rock, and I'm just ready to throw it in case the order is given.
I see what group I've assembled here.
Maybe the front door is the best if it is covered. I don't want to break
agree.
anything yet.
Right. And I'd rather not have to owe anything more.
Yes, I don't want to go back to jail.
It was
Oh.
like that when we got here.
It was jail for you, I see. Oh boy. Okay.
No, it was apples.
What was it for you, Zefty?
Oh, I'm here on a bet.
Interesting.
I'm here seeking pardon.
I see.
What
kind of pardon? Sorry.
No, I just was about to comment on what a fine group of well-adjusted individuals you all are. Continue.
Because we didn't break the window?
Well, I'm looking for pardon for counts of murder, theft, and general thieving.
Sir, pretty high costs. Did you do it?
Yes, I did. I do not regret it.
Okay, Zefty will very clearly step back.
And if you
Bastard
get this,
deserved it.
if you get this pardon, are you going back to that life, or has it seen its twilight?
It's seen its twilight. I've moved past that.
Then there's hope for you.
Trust me. The bastard got it coming, really.
I understand the need for revenge. Believe me. Front door, shall we?
Yep, so I step up and I knock real hard. Hello?
No response.
I try the door.
The door, with some straining, does open into a dark and gloomy hall. Entering in, the Moldavia's manor has dark tapestries, curtains, and suits of armor decorating it. A passage leading onward into the great hall is dimly lit, and a pale man in a torn costume lies at your feet on the floor, on his back, blood pooling around him, and he clutches a bottle of wine.
I would like to just grab my tinderbox and light a torch, just to give us some more light.
Sure, it illuminates this room, though the next room is slightly still darkened.
Very well.
The poor man.
Is he,
I would like
is he
to-
dead?
I'm not sure. I'd like to bend down and see if I can inspect the situation and determine if he's alive.
Sure.
I would like to assist.
You can make me a medicine check with assistance.
Okay. There's the first roll. It was a 5. Not great. Second one, 17. Way better than a 5.
Okay, perfect. As you reach down and kind of go to, touch his face and, feel for a pulse, you hear a sudden, oh, oh, finally, servants. Oh, my cup is empty.
Not servants.
Oh, are you sure?
Hate to
looks,
disappoint.
He looks at you, a raven in a mask still on his face, and black shredded robes around his very blackish hair. But, with a medicine check like that, you can start to see it's a bit dyed. Sorry, not servants. Oh, I'm sorry, do you prefer the term acquaintances who I pay gold to do me things? What do I have to do to get you to... Oh, my head. Is there... Oh, there is wine here. That's what wonderful service.
I take it you were part of the mask then.
Oh, I was not part of the mask. I was the mask. The wine.
I walk over.
Yes.
I begin to walk over, look him in the eyes, see how intoxicated he is.
He looks at you and he has bloodshot eyes and he's like, tell me a joke. Please. Nothing goes better with Amontillado wine than a joke.
I'm trying to think of
Seth, I heard you crack a few jokes on the way here. Would you be able to spare one for this man?
Yes, please. I'm only dying. A cursed heartbeat.
I would give this man a joke if he were not but one himself.
Impressive. I would have your head if I wasn't so unable to stand up.
I don't think you would. You see, you're drunk and we're the ones that are here.
Precisely why I won't take your head. Plus the beast in the cellar will handle it for me.
How generous.
I would like to would I know enough about medicine to know that the wine he has in his hand would be used as some form of a disinfectant?
Make me a medicine check.
Okay. That's a 9. I highly doubt it.
You aren't totally certain, but I mean, it's alcohol, right? Alcohol's a disinfectant. But he seems to have a death grip on it.
I would like to then lean a little closer to him and go, Sir, if you would like your life to be spared, hand me the wine.
If I'm going to die, it'll be with a smile on my lips, wine in my throat. Ideally, one of you could start sucking my dick, but I'm not choosy. And that seems damned pulsing heartbeat in my head.
Well, I don't volunteer for any of that, and Zefti will step back just...
Oh, shame.
I am like, I'm like having a bit of a grip on the torch.
Yeah, he's
I'm like,
he's locking eyes with you. So, what's it going to be? Got a good grip on that torch there.
I kind of lightly kick him. It's like, where's the other party goers?
Oh, your bedside manner's horrendous. At least spank me a little bit. They're inside in the room. I mean, I think they are at least. Last I heard, they were screaming and I passed out after this lovely drink. Also, that monster didn't really help with the party mood, but... you know...
Monster, you say?
I would then like to just say softly to him, either you live without wine or die with it. And who knows, maybe after I clean your wounds and dress them, there might be some wine left.
Make intimidation roll.
Okay. That's an 8.
He looks back at you. Like I said, you can wrap your mouth around my cock and make it a whole lot better for both of us.
He then grits his teeth and jams the torch into one of his wounds.
Shit, okay. He's gonna pass out from the pain.
Ooh. I guess he was a prick. Not much to do about that.
Sorry if you needed more information.
Ah,
I then
I'm not
crack
sure.
my neck and walk away.
I'm not sure he would have been that useful, but
Bard. Seth. Sorry.
yes, friend.
Do you know any healing magics or anything like that?
I do.
Do you think you can mend this man's wounds?
I could.
I don't believe him worth it.
I agree, and that's why I have not.
Very well.
I'm gonna kind of like move over to him and like I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and I'm gonna try and turn him over.
5 pounds limit on Mage Hand.
Eh. All right, I'll turn him
Pick
over
up his
with my
arm?
hand.
Yeah. You get like the hand up.
Okay.
I'll assist.
can-
Is he face down or face up?
He was on his side as you guys.
On his side, so-
well, as from like the pain, he recoiled. You were going at his wound. He has a bite mark on his back. But
If he's on his side, can I just like try and like look at that wound?
sure. You can tell right away it's a similar circular wound. Without, though there is blood.
Does it look to be fatal
Does
yet?
anyone?
Not quite fatal, especially now it's a bit cauterized. But
So just passed out, not in danger.
he doesn't look like he's in a good spot.
I'm gonna tap him with a spare the dying so he doesn't totally die, but I'm not gonna waste an actual spell on him.
I appreciate my ability to create assholes the party hates is still.
Dude, I'm level 1. I've got 2 spell slots.
That's fair. This is perfectly fair. Resource management is great.
That's more than I have.
After it's confirmed that he is completely passed out, I'm taking the wine, not to disinfect the wounds, but to keep by my side.
Hey! I want to swallow before that disappears. Thank you.
I hand him the bottle and goes, and then I walk over, whisper over his, passed out body. You said you'd die with wine in your throat. Now you'll die without it. And then get up and walk away.
Well, shit, fam. All right. So, you guys entering...
Awful neutral, everyone.
Yeah. You guys gonna enter this larger hall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. I like that move a whole lot for several reasons. Mostly because it, advances the plot.
Yep.
You enter, and in short, it doesn't look good. In long, the hall is draped with fine white curtains. The walls are freshly painted white to match. red smears and handprints dot everything. There are chairs and musical instruments broken and strewn around the room. Long tables are laid with rotting food, and black rats squirm on top of the plates. 5 bloodied costume bodies lie on the floor. And of course, there are 3 doors to your south, east, and north.
I'm going to start with making my way around the bodies, checking them for any signs of life.
As you go and you are going to touch the bodies, yes?
Yeah.
I will.
I need to. All right. Well, everyone move to where you're doing as you start touching bodies.
I'm gonna stay in the doorway.
Get in on that, Pip. Pick a body. Pick a dance partner, Pip.
All right, there.
Perfect. As you go to begin touching the body's neck, and you reach down and kind of begin to turn it over, its eyes open, this sick, fully red color, and suddenly its hand grips yours and begins to right itself up. Just a absolutely horrifying visage slowly peeking out from behind the mask it wears as all 5 of these bodies begin rising.
Oh, hell
I
no.
would like to give a halfling war cry. Eep!
As you should, yeah, it's fair.
I would like to pull out my short sword.
Yeah, so with that, let's roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy. Ooh,
If you
baby.
click on your token before you roll it, it'll pop up in the turn order.
Let's see, do I have initiative or do I have to grant it?
I will just say I'm 23, or my number was 23, so probably going
Okay.
first.
You'd think that.
Oh boy.
Never know.
7.14.
7.14. What?
It's a
Oh,
tiebreaker.
Yeah, I have tiebreaker.
Oh, that's super cool. Okay. It's like, what the hell is this? It's amazing.
And I got 13.
Okay. Very good. Let me make sure these guys are getting dragged to the right. Apologies. It's taking a little while to appear, but they will appear because I deem it so. Perfect. There they are. And is this music not going to repeat for me? Please do. Anyway, while we do that, I'm going to do a copy because each of these bodies is rising and they are not happy about this situation at all, everyone. They are genuinely displeased with the goings-ons of this party. The atmosphere has changed. The mood no longer suits them. And as I get them on the initiative tracker, there we go.
Actually, Turk,
Yes.
could I use my inspiration on this?
Sure.
Thank
Roll again and tell me the new results. We'll get you in. Or it might auto-update. Yeah.
Cool.
That's a bit better, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, Brandel, you're up.
Okay. I would like to, seeing the body in front of me just start to rise up. I go, oh shit, and just stab. just try and aim for the chest.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a really fair reaction to this situation.
That's a 9. That's 4.
Well, a 9 is not gonna do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, figured.
As you go to swing, and this thing's flesh kind of just seems a bit too thick, gets caught in some fine garments. But is there anything else you can do?
I'm afraid not. So I'm going to move back a little bit.
Sure. You will take an opportunity attack unless you disengage.
I cannot disengage since I used my action as an attack. So
That's fair. This is going to be a 22 to hit.
that definitely hits.
Okay, that's going to be 4 slashing damage as the sharp claws breaking through a glove cut into your face, leaving you a nice scar for your trouble. But is that your turn?
He lets out just a little, and that's my turn.
Okay, Pip, you're up.
I'm going to introduce the one I was touching to my Warhammer.
Please do. I'm sure they'll be on like fast friends.
I hope so.
A 17 will get him.
That is going to be 4 damage.
Okay, you give this one a hearty smack in the ribs, and it seems to literally just crumple whatever organic structure is beneath the costumed dress there. But that figure is still moving on, though it looks very hurt.
They're tougher than they look, and that will be my turn.
Okay, which brings us, of course, to their turn. Should be fun, as they're all going to move in and pick their dance partners for the new waltz. However, this one's going to move here. However, they do not attack. As each of them approach you, they will all, in turn, remove their masks, and you will just see terrible, twisted visages turned into pure hatred and violence in their eyes. And I'm going to need each to make, I'm going to need Brandel to make me 2 charisma checks, unless you fail the first, and everyone else can make me 3.
Is this versus fear?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Halflings get advantage.
Check or saving throw?
Saving throw.
Okay.
And it's a DC 10, so if you get
Ed is
below...
immune to fear, right? On that good table.
13 Yes, I am immune to fear.
And 9.
13 and 9. A 9 will cause you to be afraid. You will gain the frightened... You'll be frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. Ending the effect on itself is a success. Let me know if anyone else got below a 10.
I think I just rolled a 9.
I see a 15, and then there's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll also be frightened.
Okay.
I used my advantage, but I got through it.
Okay, yeah, if any of you has like +2 somewhere along the line, or...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Pip.
That didn't roll with advantage, and it should have.
Well, you could roll that again then.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's a lot better. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You are not afeared, my friend. If anyone... Yeah, seriously, guys, you've got +2 or something. You should definitely use it. But if not...
Nope.
All right. Zefti and...
Nowhere even close.
Zefti and Brendel, as you feel this fear in your heart, you'll start to hear something else. A slow boom, 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 in the back of your head.
Cool.
Brendel just is looking around a little bit, just.
But that's going to be their turn, and Seth, you're up.
All right. Yeah. So seeing all this go down, who failed the fears again? Sorry.
I did.
You do.
Zefti and Brandel.
Okay. Cool. So first off, kind of seeing these creatures come at him, he's in a little bit of a startle. Seth's gonna kind of just kind of bob and start working his magic and look at the one of these. I'm gonna go with the zombie to the south and kind of just say, "Roses are red, violets are blue. thought that last guy was a jerk, but now we've met you. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Amazing.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
I'm going to go with the Luke Locks rule, and you make me giggle. It succeed. You get to do damage.
Cool. 2.
2 damage.
But he has disadvantage on his next attack as well.
Which is very good.
And then, looking at that, he's gonna, seeing that Zefty next to him had failed, or is kind of looking scared, he's gonna kind of turn over and say, "Don't be afraid, I know we won't fail. You're gonna do this because you're Zefty Vale."
It's so good.
And you get a D6 inspiration for the next 10 minutes. So.
Hell yeah.
If only I didn't mess up the delivery. Next time.
No.
Crushed it. It was great.
Amazing. Zefty, it is your turn.
Okay. So remind me again, because I always forget this. With frightened, I can't go any closer to the targets?
Yes. So pick one of these zombies, and we'll say you zombies. Well, they're kind of like zombies. They're reanimated corpses
Cool.
of unknown origin. But pick one of them. You can't move close to them, and you have disadvantage on attacks against them. Right?
Okay.
While they're in sight.
I think it's going to be this guy right here next to Pip. So I would like to... I'm going to just like move myself into this corner and try and target this one. And I'm thinking I'm just going to do a classic Eldritch Blast at it.
Sure.
Just, you know.
As you would.
15.
15 will do it.
Sick. That is 7 force damage.
7 force damage. Jeez. You go ahead and just let loose your Eldritch Blast into this guy right over. Oh gosh. Edgar, did you not roll initiative?
I did. I got a 13.
Oh, sorry. I don't have you on the tracker. Is all. I forgot to add you. That's on me. I'll add you in. Okay. So you'll go next. And it just blasts through a good chunk of this thing's shoulder, leaving only remnants of its connection to its arm remaining. Fine garments and blood and grossness just clearing out to the back of the room.
Okay.
But with that, it's going to be Edgar's turn.
Okay. The zombie screams at me, and then I scream back at it because I was immune to fear.
Yes, exactly. You gaze upon their horrifying visage and are like, eh.
And then I attack with my warhammer.
As you should, sir. A 12?
12.
That will hit.
Awesome. It's going to be the 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you just, as you see this wound on this thing open, you come on down with the warhammer and just cleave right through this thing's spine, and it will crumple.
Awesome.
No more of them. So with that, we are back to top of the order with Brandel.
Which one has scared the shit out of me?
We'll say the top one.
This one right here?
Yeah, that one. So you just have disadvantage
Okay.
while it's in your line of sight, and you can't move closer to it.
So I'm gonna immediately just turn a little bit and focus on this guy over here.
Mm-hmm. To the south, yeah.
That I'm gonna just have. I'm gonna attack him with my short sword.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 to hit.
A 19 will definitely hit. Go for it.
And that is 5 piercing damage.
Okay, you collapse in with 5 with your sword slicing right into this thing's guts as you pull back. Bile and blood you would expect would come out, but really it's just kind of a black goop slowly pours from the wound, ruining the bottom half of this person's clothing. Though I will note, as you are all fighting, you can see through the corner of your eye a large pack of rats that were dancing on the tables has coalesced into a singular formation, and now prepares themselves to attack.
Uh-oh.
I will then notice the pack of rats. Just go, hi, and then turn around and walk away.
Are you
Or
sure
more like dash away, run away.
you want to disengage?
I can't disengage.
Okay.
I'm running full 30 feet movement.
Okay, you're gonna get 2 opportunity attacks, my friend.
Remember, we do have some chat heals to use at some point.
Yes, so you can use that.
Just mark them down.
But if you wanna run, you can do it.
I will stay.
Okay.
However, you did say that I could repeat the saving throw on my frightened.
Yes,
frightened
please make another
condition.
charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And same thing for for you, Zefty. Make another charisma save.
14.
You are no longer frightened.
Yes.
It's taking forever to roll.
Don't worry about it. 19 will definitely do you, and you find your resolve after watching this thing crumple before you.
Cool.
Pip, you're up.
It's hammer time again.
Indeed it is, sir. And they certainly are not allowed to touch you. 21 will clear them.
10 damage.
10 damage. And again, you impact on this thing and just clear out, seemingly as if there were no resistance to you at all. And this thing just drops, scattering a lot of its inner guts off towards the wall here, nearly colliding with Edgar, but he is fortunately spared that. But it's gone.
And just make sure my shield is between me and this one to myself.
Okay. And as you readjust, the rats will move in. And they scurry in a terrifying manner. Really kind of gross, like a brown carpet across the floor.
Gross.
And they're going to roll a 12 to get at you. Brendel.
That will not hit.
Okay. As they skimper and try and bite at your boot, and they can't seem to get through the leather, but you will definitely have to get yourself a new pair of boots because it's covered in filth and bite marks. Hawk, you're up.
Okay. He lumbers over to the rats and tries to squish them.
Sure thing.
Yeah, you squish those rats.
Ooh.
Dang it.
And he misses 7.
7. You bring it in. Collide right with the ground, seemingly the each of them scattering just long enough to avoid taking the impact of that, but certainly not long enough to derive their attention away from a new snack. And it's going to be the Masquerader's turn. We're going to have one of them strike at you, Pip, with one of its clawed hands. That is disadvantage. Perfect.
That's the one I hit with the...
That's true. And it's going to roll a 10.
No.
Okay, and then the two are going to continue to both try and seemingly like they're both trying to dance with you, Brendel, but it'll be 11 and a 12 to hit.
Neither of those hit.
Okay, and they both just come at you, but you're able to kind of get your sword up and shield in place such that you're able to force off both their hands before they can kind of make a full arc, getting their kinetic force into you. Seth, you're up.
Okay. Brandel, did you get the fear effect off of you on the end of your turn? I missed that part.
Yes.
You did. Okay.
I did.
All right. In that case, Seth, looking at the kind of moving in a little bit, the one to the south of Brandel, is gonna kind of again whip out some of his wordsmithing and just go, God, I guess they're mindless. Well, if ignorance is bliss, why aren't they happy? Then again, if I looked like them, I'd feel crappy. I'm gonna hit him with the vicious mockery again. So, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear you laugh. I heard other people
I'm sorry.
laugh. So. It's
Trying
a
to be
4 this
serious.
time. It's okay.
4 damage. You see, yeah,
You gotta tell me though if I'm making
No,
funnies.
you're good. But yeah, you well, like, see, its form kind of, its shoulders droop. Whatever energy it had coming to this fight kind of seems like, damn, man, kind of way to put a bummer on things. But Zefti, you're up.
Okay. She'll kind of just step forward and say, I take issue with you, looking at the one that frightened her. Remind me, has this one actually taken damage yet, or is it mostly just
It
chilling?
has taken damage. It's been damaged by your bardic friend. It
Okay,
seems to have
wonderful.
lost heart in this fight.
Ah, yes. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but I would like to attempt to toll the dead.
Please do.
Cool. It is a wisdom saving throw of 13.
Okay, let's see if it can cobble together enough brains. It's a 3.
It's a
So
3, okay.
no.
So no, it is missing some of its hit
Right
points. Great.
It is.
I'll
Oh.
take 12. It is necrotic damage, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna work or not.
Well, let's see. You, boom, and the heartbeat in your ears. It just watch this thing as its bones. It looks down to its hands, sees the ditches, and seems to just waste away.
Perfect. That's right. You lay down. Think about what you've done.
I mean, it's certainly gonna try, but I don't think it has mental capabilities anymore. Brandel Malos, you are now up in your vicious duel against 2 opponents.
Oh boy. Okay. I will then attempt to move out of range of this guy to then attempt to flank with Edgar.
Sure. He's going to take a swipe at you. I'm gonna need
Disadvantage.
with disadvantage. That's right. You bastard. 10.
Does not hit. I would then like to try and sweep at the rat.
Okay, make me a strike.
Would I get advantage due to flanking?
I'll give you a +2. It is
Okay.
a swarm.
Yeah, that is fair. So 15.
A 15 will do it.
Okay. And for damage, that would be 8.
8 damage. Okay. As you strike into this, are you still holding your torch?
Yes, my torch is in my offhand.
Perfect. Shield and torch in your offhand. You strike and sweep through. I mean, it catches a few, but you get a sense the full power of your swing wasn't fully received. Though I will say, as you follow through and your torch kind of follows in afterward, as you bring your shield up to prevent any follow-up attacks, they seem quite repulsed by it. And with that, Pip.
I'm going to advance on this lower one
Yes.
and strike it with my hammer.
Please bring your godly wrath upon it, sir.
Yes, your twilight has come. You must answer.
That 17 will definitely connect.
And 9 damage.
9 damage will 100%. You run in and just clear out this guy's knee. As he drops in, you can clear right back through his chest and just, it's like, again, it's an easy thing. Like, there's not much bodily resistance, but you are spreading blood and gore as you remove. But it's not like blood. It's kind of gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, you successfully have taken that one down. Anything else you'd like to do?
That would be it.
Okay. The swarm of rats will continue to attempt to bite at Hawk. But that is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, they are going to crawl all over you, dealing 4 piercing damage.
Ouch.
Though you will begin to be engulfed by the swarm. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, I try to swat them away with my hammer again, hopefully.
24 will hit.
Awesome.
As you sweep them off back onto the floor, you cleave right into the ground. Roll me some damage.
9. Or wait, 8.
8. Okay. So with that, you bring down the two-handed mace, warhammer into the floor, and just crunch into a bit more. Again, not quite as solid a hit as you probably would have liked, but certainly seems like the group is dissipating pulpy rat bit, sticking lightly to the end of your warhammer, a testament to that. Though with that, it is going to be our final masquerader's turn, and he's not quite done with his current partner. So Brandel, they're going to reach out to you with claws, but as they do, I rolled a natural 1, and so he's going to fling himself across the room in a grandiose lunge and collide with the table, knocking himself prone as food and other silverware and plates and wine goblets fall onto it. Seth, you're up.
Man, that changes things. Now I have to think of something clever.
What question?
Yes.
Question for the DM. As he's flinging himself across the room, would he leave my melee range at all?
For purposes of this, I will say this is not opportunity attack worthy, because I am just adding flavor onto combat. Feel free to do so yourselves with your own fumbles and successes. But yeah, Seth, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this this party goer that has flung themselves across the room and kind of yell out, "All right, Brando, prepare to dunk. You're gonna get this guy because he's drunk." That's all I got. Unofficious mockery.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll the damage.
Roll the damage.
Roll that. It's 2.
He's coming.
Okay.
Disadvantage on the next attack from him as well.
Yep. If he gets one, we'll see. Zefty, he's not looking great, for the record. To be fair, he didn't start looking great, so.
Okay. She'll just kind of stand there and put a hand on her hip and say, "You look like you've had too much to drink." And just cast an Eldritch Blast directly at him.
Yeah. That's fair.
11. I don't think that hits.
An
Probably not.
11 on the Masquerader.
Yeah.
It will not connect as he rises and kind of shoulders up some silverware. A tray is kind of put up just in time to kind of pling and take the full force of your blast.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Brandel, you're up.
So I would like to get in between a swarm of rats and the masquerader without leaving the rats melee.
Yep,
Is that possible?
that's 100% possible.
And then I'd just like to attack. Just attack him while he's down.
Yeah, that seems about right. Roll with advantage.
Okay. 15 and that was almost a 20. So I'll take the 15.
Yep. Just go for it. Tell me.
And that's 5.
5 damage. Okay. You sink your sword directly into this figure's chest. It appears barely clinging to life, whatever tenuous grasp it had on it before in this malformed state, as it kind of grips onto your blade guard, pulling itself upright slightly, but not fully just yet. Pip.
I'm just going to step up a little bit and start flailing that warhammer around inside of the rats.
14 will definitely connect.
9.
For 9, again, you don't feel it makes as much purchase. However, as you bring that warhammer down, connect to the last few rats, probably seem to strike a larger one in particular. They will scatter to the 4 winds, dispersing, as they don't want to fuck with a group that puts out damage like that. Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
All right, Hawk, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to the table.
As this guy's like stuck on Brandel's sword.
Yes, and then I'm gonna try to 13 to hit.
Yep, that will just hit.
If at all for flavor, I would like to just let him, like, I'd back away and just be like, aim for the sword. You know, just trying to have a little fun.
Mm-hmm. With that 5, tell
Or
me.
8 for 2-handed.
Oh, geez, yeah. Tell me how you finish this guy off.
Yeah, with the sword right there, I just like hammer it in.
And with that final kind of burst, pop and crack of bone beneath it, this figure loses any and all movement. The final bits of silverware covering its horrid face, and you're left in the silence of this room, except some of you still hear the beat of a heart.
I take my sword out of the bloody viscera that is the dead masquerader and then just clean it.
Okay.
This is disturbing.
Yes.
Very.
Seems we came to a different sort of party.
If this is what you call party, please don't invite me to any.
I promise I won't.
Thank you. None of these had, what did the old man say, raven black hair and used to be
No, it does not appear that any of them are the Duchess.
pretty? Oh, good.
Baroness, rather. Though I will...
I would like to just adventure.
Sure.
Apologies. Word cut off.
No, you're good. I would just say, as you begin heading in that direction, we're going to jump to a quick break. So, everyone, take a moment to collect yourselves, as our story is not quite done just yet. But it will be soon. Or soon enough. We shall see.
Dun, dun, dun.
Join us very shortly as we refresh ourselves. Welcome back, everyone. We are very excited to jump back in. Our party has just defeated the worm fiends or masqueraders, whichever you prefer, and are now ready to continue to explore the mansion. I believe that we have someone opening a door.
That would be me.
Very well then, Brendel. Open your door.
I'm opening the door in this area.
Okay. A lavishly decorated room, free of detritus and speckles. Beautiful carpeting, paintings, and antiques adorn the shadowy bedroom. The blocked windows from before, allowing only a meager amount of light. A young man sits at the desk in full red regalia, hands over his ears. He rocks back and forth, mumbling to himself.
I would then like to walk over to this man.
And you can hear as he rocks back and forth. I knew what I was doing when I killed the old vulture. I was so careful that night, so very careful not to make a sound. Entered this room, had to be done. Watch me with his eye. Watch me through the walls.
I tap his shoulder very lightly.
Deep as intruders. What are you?
It's okay. We are not here to hurt you. I
False
hold my hand.
lies. Deep into that darkness peering, I have seen you come. Long I stood there.
The torch in my hand, still burning. I just go, take it easy.
No. You can't hear it. You can't hear it, can you? Take it easy. How am I supposed to take it easy when the damn beating goes on? Where is his heart?
I knew something was up with this damn heartbeat.
Hey, Brendel, you okay in there?
You can hear it. You can hear it, can't you?
Bottle of wine. Yeah. Yes, I can hear the heart.
You see his
Zefty.
untense a little bit, only slightly. Good. So I'm not mad. You're sick too.
I pull out the bottle of wine and offer some to him.
Make me a charisma check.
Would this be any form of a skill, or would this just be a general charisma check?
I'd say general charisma check, or you can make it a persuasion.
I don't think either one is higher, so that is an 18.
18? Okay, yeah, you see he kind of reaches out and takes it and
I back away just a little bit.
he lets it fall to the side. It soothes the mind, but still it beats. Through a circle that ever returned in to the same self-spot, and much of madness, it's much of sin and horror and soul of plot.
Are you doing okay here, Brendel?
Come. You probably need to talk to him. He also hears the heartbeats.
While the angels all pallid at wan, observing, unveiling, affirm the play is tragedy, man, and it's its hero, the conqueror worm.
Conqueror worm?
He's gonna look at you.
I'll stand in the doorway.
Make me a Constitution save while he does this. Yeah. He goes, the worms. You like the worms. They are noble creatures. They will triumph in the end. They will reduce the world to red powder and white bone in the blackness of the pit. Only then will the incessant heartbeat stop. Only then.
So we must defeat these worms in order to rid the heartbeat.
Oh, you can't defeat the heartbeat. Can't defeat the worms. You can do nothing. Only the worms will triumph. The worms can stop the heartbeat. You can do nothing but writhe on the ground and die. Writhe with mortal pangs. The mimics' mimes became its food, and seraph sob at vermin fangs and human gore imbued.
Sir, may I ask you your name?
I am Count Lebrim, Moldavia.
Count Lebrim, Moldavia. Correct?
Moldavia.
Moldavia. Okay.
What was your Constitution check? there,
It's
Seth?
a dirty 20. So
All right, yeah,
it's
you
probably good.
feel like something attempts to force its way into your mind, but you are able to kind of just shake it off. Maybe just the dread of the house setting in.
Sir, we're here to retrieve the Baroness.
Which Baroness?
Lenore.
Yes, Eleanor.
Lovely thing. I heard her scream. She's down in the pit now. They're all down in the pit.
I would like to then, before anyone else does anything, I would like to offer him my hand to help him stand up.
He looks at you, and he's not. He's not. He's just sitting in a chair. He's not like under the desk. Just keep away from me. Keep. Make me another charisma check.
Okay. A lot worse. That's a 2.
He's. Wait for me! Do not touch me. Fiends encounter you. The worms will handle you. The worms will handle you all.
Sir, how long have these worms been afflicting your estate?
They are not an affliction. They are a gift. A pure gift from the gods to cleanse this earth.
I am aware of gifts like these. This is not a gift. This is a curse.
Then you failed to see. But if you guys want to make me insight checks, those are interacting with them.
Yes, I would like to very much. That's a 3.
I would love 12.
12?
Nat 1. No.
Both of you look at
I'd
this.
Go.
19.
Guys alone.
Yeah, he seemed to act crazy. Though Seth, you can tell he's close to backing down. That attempt at getting his hand to like help him up appeared to have set him on edge. But he's like very close to being copacetic again.
Easy friend. And Seth's gonna reach into his nice purple vest again and go into a pocket and pull out a small piece of chocolate, and just kind of the wine helps still the mind, but I think this, and he's gonna kind of gingerly hold out his hand with it, might help make your mind feel better, and perhaps even the heart. Your heart. Not the heart. Poor choice of words, maybe?
Make a
But he's gonna hang
persuasion
on.
check
Yep.
with a -2 for mentioning the heart.
Yep,
Ooh.
that seems fair. Oof, 6.
6? Mm-mm. He swats it to the ground. No! Away! Away, all of you! Can't get away from me. Can't trust any. He's gonna start to get up and we'll just stand in full and start kind of creeping along this desk. Don't touch me. None of you touch me. You're unclean. All of you unclean. Only fit for the worms. Anyone doing anything?
I'm biting my tongue, just to say the least.
Yeah, that would cause you to say quite a lot less. I killed him, but why does his heart not stop beating? Why does it not stop? Answer that. I'm not mad.
Whose heart?
I leave the room. Just
The bastard. He wouldn't stop. His eye watched me. It had to be done through the
Your
walls.
father?
Could a father torment a son so with a terrible curse like that?
Am I close enough out in the hallway to have been hearing all this?
Oh yeah, 100%. If you moved in closer, as everyone's like,
All right, I'm gonna come on in. It's in the twilight, isn't it? Trapped between the void and the dark and the light, never finding balance or rest. And you hear it. It's calling to you. It's telling you things that you needed to know but don't want to know. And you can't let it go, but you can't accept it. So what do? You have to release it from the twilight. Where did it happen? When did it happen? You have to tell these things. Push it one way or the other, to the light, to the dark. Bring it out of the twilight. Where are the worms? Why did they come?
Make a persuasion check.
All right. Not my worst skill.
17. You see as he kind of, his eyes untense, his whole body seems to kind of relax. He goes, the worms, I don't know where they came from. They just appeared at the party. I've been hearing this heartbeat for so long, ever since I killed him. My father, he's in the basement, and he wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault.
Of course it wasn't your fault. What happened, though?
His damn eye was watching me. I could hear it through the walls. Wouldn't stop watching. Never stop watching, and I had to make it stop. So I killed him. I sealed him away so the eye couldn't see anymore. Put him in the cellar, and he looks to the hole. And then I thought I could throw a party. Thought I could keep away from everything. Keep far away from the eye. More people, I would see you. But then the worms, they burst through here and killed everyone. Took them down. Feeding on them now, I'm sure. They don't take me. They don't know why they won't take me.
They don't want me.
The basement. Is the basement the pit?
Yeah, he seems to have motioned to the pit.
Okay. That's where the baronesses are. So, yeah, they're worm chow now.
Maybe not yet. Either way,
Perhaps
we
they
have to
can be
find out.
saved. Correct. Yes.
Possible.
Count, I don't think there's anything for you here anymore. You may be able to regain some of your senses if you walk out the front door. Perhaps move away from the estate. Yes.
I could try. I can run. I have that strength still, I think. You won't turn me in.
No.
Very well then. And he'll leave. Deal.
Can I make a vibe check on him?
That-
Kind of
As-
it a little bit, but I
as-
have something else I want to.
Sure. Insight check. Tell me what you're looking for.
I want to know. So, he seems like he was driven mad to do this killing. I want to know if he's like a good man to be a baron or a count. You know, like if he would be a good leader. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm saying what I'm going for. Ooh, 19.
So yeah. Well, for
Like, clearly
one,
he has something wrong with him.
clearly
but I wanna know,
something
like,
has afflicted him.
Yeah.
He seems like, as he was discussing, that he can't quite understand why his affliction became as it was. And thinking on it more, there is a, albeit cruel but firm logic to it. His father was a threat to him, so he ended it. There is some justice there. as to whether his morality, where it sits, I mean, at least firmly on a lawful side, as you know, he inherited this and knew at very least that he wasn't supposed to be flaunting his crime, that he had to hide it.
Okay.
But if no one's doing anything, he's gonna bolt.
Yeah, but I'm a bolt.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop him.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, the choice before us is actually two choices. Do we drop down the pit or do we search the house for a safer stairway or something down into the basement?
The pit is a gradual decline, I will say that. It is not
Okay.
going to like break your knees or anything.
Okay. As a short person, that is a big concern of mine.
Hmm.
And also, these worms, do we need to remove all of them? Or is there...
Our only concern here really is the Baroness.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
But you can look at this and think it's not going to spread through this town?
Town's far from here. I'm sure there are people more capable of something of this magnitude that would be happy to do it.
And the diseased trees on the way in here didn't concern you?
Nothing a
You
little
make a good
fire
point.
can't cure.
But we must concern ourselves with ourselves.
Mhm.
And
Actually, I like her idea. Get the Baroness and torch the place.
I'm happy with that one as well.
Clean slate.
But we need to make sure we get the girl as well. Before we leave.
Yes.
Yes,
I assume you
Yep,
haven't forgotten.
the child, yes.
All right, then.
Are any of you experienced arsonists?
Can't
That's
say
a
that I
fair
am.
question given this group's dynamic.
Me? I've never committed a crime. in my life.
Although I'm well versed in different types of murder, most of them involve weapons, fire.
Well,
We'll figure it out.
where are you guys going?
Down the pit.
Okay.
Before we go, is anyone in dire hurting, or are we all feeling all right?
I'm fine.
I think I'm fine.
I'm rather scratched.
Well,
Let
are
me
you
take-
scratched or are you hurt? Because there's kind of a difference right now.
Well, I mean, 6 of 10.
If you,
I mean, I
does-
can walk it off, but like,
Do you feel comfortable with that, or would you require it now? You can always save it for later.
I'll save it later.
Okay. So, I think both me and Pippi are
Save your
happy to help you out when
spells for those
when it's
who
time.
need them.
Yeah, just don't be a hero and push yourself beyond your means. All right, who's first down the pit?
I will drop down since I'm the one with light.
Okay. You slide on
And
down.
then
Oh, sure.
I will help him down as soon as it's his turn.
All right, I'll come right after you.
Okay. Everyone else going in?
Yep.
Okay. And take you over to this next map. As you slide into the cellar, it is deep, dank, and dark. Casks and bottles of wine are stacked around. Several are destroyed. Pungent wine pools around your room, mixing with what appears to potentially be blood, as the two reds don't seem to completely commingle. But at the end there, beyond the piles of corpses just to your south, you see two large, red, pulsing, muscular creatures just devouring into a pile, giant jagged teeth chomping in and draining these bodies, as you now are able to take in the full glorious sight of the conqueror worms.
When he said worms, I thought it would be a little smaller.
No.
They are not, and they turn, sensing you, as if there is something there. The heart continues to pulse in two of your ears, and I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Okay. God, the crap initiative. Fine.
Sometimes going last has its benefits.
You're not wrong.
I wish I was going last because I would think of lines.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in these worms. They got...
Fucking bop though. Hell yeah.
Okay, I got a 10.
I
But it's not popping up on my thing.
Oh, did you click on your token?
Click on my token. Click. Or click.
Here, I'll add a turn and I'll just write it in for you. I'm sorry, and... Ooh, or I won't, because it's not gonna... There we go. Okay, and what did you get?
I got a 21.
Okay, very nice. So,
I'm rolling really good on the initiative.
yeah, you're definitely the first in to get bitten. Anyway, Brendel, you're up. These two creatures turn from their meal to their other newer meal. They do like it fresh.
I would then like to pull out my my light crossbow, load a bolt, and fire.
Sure. Roll for me.
15.
A magnanimous
15.
dispensation.
That is a decent roll, and will connect.
Okay. 8 piercing.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna lay into this creature as it sinks in and writhes as the bolt just doesn't initially shake out, it kind of interrupting its natural undulations. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, Seth, you're up.
Oh, okay. Seth is going to again try and work his words and do kind of a little bit of a double 2-for-1 here. So it's gonna kind of look at these worms and specifically the lower one and say, "Creepy crawly, making me squirm. Get out of here, you fat ugly worm." That's gonna be the vicious mockery, and he's gonna immediately follow it up into his next line, which is, "Although I'm happy, I think I might skip. You have a friend, but we have Pip," and I'm gonna give inspiration to Pip.
I love it so much. Okay.
Okay.
Which worm were you targeting?
The bottom one.
Okay. Everyone's on this bottom worm. Okay, roll damage.
It's a measly 1, but he's got disadvantage on his next.
You did apply a status to this creature, and for that, everyone should be thankful. Speaking of Pip,
And I'm gonna move like a little bit down.
into the
trying to-
bodies.
No,
Oh.
I'm back. I'm trying to move away. I'm afraid.
You should be.
I'm
Pip.
afraid.
All right, I'd say I just got a chat advantage as well. So I'm going to move down here. And I am going to hurl a guiding bolt at the worm creature.
Which worm?
Let's do the lower one.
Okay, Southie getting a lot of love.
And a roiling blast of purple and gold energy flashes out and hopefully with an 18 slams into it.
Yes, it will.
It's going to do 13 radiant damage.
Dang! That is not looking good.
And the next person to attack it has advantage on their roll.
All right. It's Speaking of which, Hawk.
So this bottom one, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna dash over and swipe at its head, or whatever its part is.
A head is a generous term to throw on a worm. You look at that gaping maw and you tell me what you think of it. Oh, we should probably actually.
So I think I got a natural 20, right?
I think you did, yeah.
Bud.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You might have. You might have, like,
Very,
somewhere along
very-
the line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's two-handed bludgeoning, 13, and then the critical +1, so 11.
Yeah, this thing is lighting up like a Christmas tree. It's like leaning down just enough for you to bring this around, and just you catch just the side of it as you hook into it. It goes into its mouth, and like as if you put it on a fishing hook, your warhammer, you can just take its full weight with you and just swing it into the wall, colliding with it. It spasms lightly, but then collapses.
Oh,
Nice.
Roar. That's my turn.
Yeah, it is. Zefty.
she'll kind of slink about 10 feet this way. Again, I'm trying to go for flavor, and every time I do it, it just fails
Don't worry about it.
supremely, but it's still fun. She'll she'll just kind of walk over a few feet, put her hand on her hip, and say, again, not invited to the party, and just shoot an Eldritch Blast directly out of her hand. Come on, please. Oh, it's not good. Of course it's not.
You realize as you're saying this, you also didn't receive an invitation.
You have an inspiration. Yeah, if you can
Oh my god, I do, but I don't think it'll work.
Okay, that's
Yeah, no.
I'll hold on to
maybe
it.
later. Just a reminder for the future, maybe.
Yeah.
But and you kind of like, as you think about it, you kind of like lean off to the side and it collides with the wall, slightly damaging it. But then it's their turn, and on their turn, something else happens. You seal two of the bodies from back here. Get up. And they will immediately move on the two people closest to him. And the worm fiends will reach forward and both attempt to claw at you. First one is to Brandel, second one to Zeth. So that first one's going to be a 6. The second one's going to be a 9. So I'm gonna guess neither of those hit by those presumptuous laughs.
Oh.
Very good. But it is this creature's turn. The Conqueror Worm sees you destroy its well, we'll just say mate. You don't know their relationship. Could have just been work friends. And it will,
Maybe.
there you go. And it will reel up on its back and attempt to swallow you whole, friend. Okay, it will eventually. Oh, there it is. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. You are a medium-sized creature, yes?
Yes.
Make me a dexterity saving throw and take 10 piercing damage.
Oh. Well, that knocks me down.
Oh, you're down?
Yeah, I had 8.
Then you automatically fail the dexterity saving throw. As you just watch as this thing reels up on its back, collides downward, and one swift movement swallows him whole. So yeah. You're just gonna kind of move around with him. It's unfortunate. So Brandel, you're up.
I go. Oh, sweet fuck.
Yeah, it kind of turns its toothy maw up at the rest of you. You can see the boot of Hawk slowly being taken down as its whole body kind of pulses like a snake.
Load, crossbow, bolt, fucking fire.
Okay.
Just, I've become the sentry gun.
Yep. As you
Natural one.
You go and will fire it, and it will just sail wide. As you are being harried, this thing will, the worm fiend will reach out and adjust and like grab your arm, sending the bolt into the pile of corpses beside the creature.
On top of the fact that I'm actually kind of shaken that a fucking massive person just got consumed by this thing. And
Are you saying you are frightened?
I dare say I am.
That heartbeat gets a little bit louder for you. But if that's your turn, Seth, you're up. Is anyone else frightened by this occurring?
I mean, I said I was.
Oh yeah,
turn.
so you begin to hear the heartbeat.
I'm not sure I would be. Halflings are kind of resistant to fear.
This is fair.
I'm just grossed out.
Ed's immune to it this whole time. That good table.
To be fair, Ed is also in the worm.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
And unconscious.
How does healing word work? Would I be able to hit him with that? I don't remember if it's just hearing.
I know
or
you
if
guys
to
have
see
some
them.
chat heals as well.
Yes. If he wants to use that. If he wants me to get him up first and then he uses it, man. Alright. Anyways, Seth is going to look at the dude in front of him, and just say, "Oh, gosh, I think I need help. Get out of here, you miserable whelp!" And he's going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
I will need to make a save on that one, unfortunately.
Okay, it wasn't very funny. That's fair.
It was appreciated. However, do not giggle. That is going to be
13.
a 12.
So that's a fail. He takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
And then I'm looking at, I have to be able to see them, so I can't see them inside the worm, I assume.
I mean, you can approximately make out where his body might be, but you have no way of directly knowing.
Yeah, I don't think that counts. So in that case, yeah, I think that will. I'm gonna shift around a little bit, but I think that's gonna be my turn.
You are you gonna leave the?
Not leaving, just turning to get on a
alright.
different side of the creature.
Yeah, it'll kind of move about you as if you two are waltzing. Pip, you're up.
Okay, I may regret this, but it worked the last time, so I'm gonna throw my last spell slot, Guiding Bolt again.
A 19 will definitely do ya.
For 10. And the next attack on it has advantage.
All right, again, you massive purple light lashes up from your hand and connects, leaving a good chunk. You can actually see Hawk's hand kind of slowly, as it's undulating, begin to pierce through a little bit.
Now I can see his hand.
Now you can see his hand, but it looks like it hurt. Hawk, make me a death saving throw.
Okay.
Unless you use chat heals.
Use the chat heals. Use the chat heals.
Oh, okay.
People will be mad if you don't use the chat heals. They'll send more.
They will send more.
How do I use the chat heals?
You just take them. They're D4s.
Roll
Okay.
D4s, maybe
Okay,
like
sweet.
3 or 4.
3d4. 8.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey, yeah.
All right, you're up and at 'em, and you have your turn.
Awesome.
You are in a worm, my friend. You can make me a
Strength?
Yeah, then a strength athletics check. Yeah.
All right.
24. You're able to kind of start working yourself to a way that you're no longer like restrained by the worm. You're not fully out of it yet, but like you have your top half out of this thing through the wound, and will definitely with that have hurt it actually a little bit, by opening that to a full person size. Zefty, you're up. This thing's looking bad. It's got a hawk poking out of him, like a. Oh god, it's like reverse Alien, where a human's coming out of a very worm-looking thing.
You know, like
more. I'm well aware.
Very good. Zefty will kind of just look at the worm with I'm losing words so badly here.
It's fine.
Got a little pizzazz in her step, and she says, "I think not." And as she like wags her finger, a giant bell kind of summons behind her, and she's gonna toll the dead on the worm.
By the way, every time you're doing these things, Seth is just loving it. Just like, yes, someone else is in the spirit.
I don't think so. It is a wisdom saving throw of 13 or higher.
Okay.
Or the worm.
I will attempt to do
A
that.
magnanimous
God damn it, Mr.
dispensation.
Rogers.
What did he do? What did he do now? What did he give me? What did my
Throwing a
sweet my-
table towards the worm.
A good table for the worm? Oh no, it's 5d4 healing for the worm, I believe, because it's split up into
okay.
hundreds.
Yeah.
This is very good for me. I'll let you all see your doom. Ooh.
Poop.
Just undo my spell, why don't you?
Basically,
Yeah, we only have 2
We're
of
level
those. Come
1.
on.
So does he swallow me again?
No. Your wound, its wound is closing around you, but it is still, you're still able to get out of it. That's going to be a 12 on the wisdom saving throw, though.
So he does indeed fail that. Why does it? Damn it! It's gonna roll it, but it should be higher because it actually does have damage taken, and I don't know.
Have damage.
I don't know why it doesn't do that sometimes.
Do you want to just roll it manually? What it should be?
Sure, it's supposed to be a D. That's fucking damn it. Sorry, D12. Ignore the 15. there.
D12.
A 1.
Oof. Okay. You want to take that 3 instead?
Yeah.
Okay. You toll and you
Yeah.
watch this thing's wounds open up again, and Hawk, you can kind of feel the pressure that was building around your waist kind of fall back as it is there. But it is the worm's turn. And Edgar, you're gonna come with it. But before it moves, one more worm fiend is going to rise there, and another one from this pit as the dead are rising.
Great.
This one's gonna find a dance partner with you, and we're gonna have them all attack. So 3 claws. First one to Brandel, second one to Seth, third one to Pip. That is going to be an 18, 13, and 19 respectively.
Yes.
Okay.
Which one am I?
You are the
18.
first one. 18.
That hits.
Okay, you will take 4 slashing damage. Seth, you will take 8, and Pip, you'll take 3. As each of them latches onto your shoulder and just pulls at your arms and tearing at the armor and muscles around you. This one will move to here, and this worm is going to share the love and bring Edgar with him. Low love train. Oh gosh, you did a thing to it. And you haven't hit yet, so let's do that. That's gonna be a 9 to hit, however. Does a 9 hit you, Zeftir?
No, it does not.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a little dynamic stuff. As it moves in, you're able to dodge out of the way as it collides into this wall. Surprisingly enough, clearing through it and pulling its head back out and shaking it. Edgar, you can now begin to pull yourself free a little bit more if you want, but it is going to readjust and turn to you. Though you can see there does appear to be a bit of a false wall that was right behind you. And top of the order, it is Brandel's turn.
Could I take some chat heals?
You guys can take chat heals at any point if you want.
So we use.
Okay.
I have the number.
3.
We had 12. We used 3, so there's still.
Oh, we had 12.
I'm gonna take 2 of those. So. Yeah. So. 7. So.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty good.
There you go. What are you gonna do now?
I'm now going to turn to my dance partner and politely stab him in the chest.
As you do on the dance floor. Please.
Okay. 11.
11 will not. Just as you're about to strike, it's kind of with its surprising strength still in its hands, will grab onto your sword and hold it just moments from its chest, pulling back a few. 2 fingers come with you, but it doesn't appear too deterred by the loss. And that is going to be Seth, unless you have something else to do.
I just spit in its face. Really.
It collides
Then
with its cruel, grotesque face, and it just kind of drifts down and undeterred. But Seth
is gonna see that and kind of smile. He's like, I had the same idea, and he's gonna kind of position himself a little bit to the side, kind of looking at his dance partner again, and say, "All right, that was pretty good. I must admit, this is over. It's time for me to spit." And he is going to use his breath weapon. Poison cloud is going to come out from its cone.
Yes,
15-foot
exactly like
cone. It should, in theory, get the guy in front of Brandil, is
Yes,
my hope, as
yeah.
well as the one in front of me. I don't think I can reach the other guy, though. And that's next to Pip.
This map isn't to scale, unfortunately, on Roll20. But yeah.
15 feet, maybe? I don't know. So it's a Constitution saving throw, unless you want to loot the lot. It wasn't the thing, so I assume it's a DC 12.
It's not, but the first one gets a 13, the second one hits a natural 1.
Okay, so the second one is going to take 7, and the first one will take half of that.
Okay, that second one is going to take this, get hit by this poison, and you watch as both of them wash over, and you expect this to have some kind of effect. You are ready for this. This thing did not even attempt to dodge it, but unfortunately, you watch as nothing happens. The poison does not, their skin bubbles and pustules, the sheer detritus clearly affects them, but nothing occurs to deter them.
All right. With that, well, I did my best, but now it's time to kill. Come on, I know you can do it, Brandil. I'm gonna give you an inspiration, Brandil.
There you go. All right. Pip.
Right. The fiend by me, I'm going to glare at it and tell it, I am the wall between light and dark, and hit it with my warhammer.
All right. Swing for the fences. 11 will not. As you go and hit it, and you must have struck bone or some kind of hard metal flask.
Make that a 13. I had a +2 from chat.
Yes, you do. And as you go and you initially feel that resistance, you then clear through with some kind of clerical power.
It's going to be 5 damage.
All right, taking off a good chunk of this guy's torso. The hip bone is no longer connected to the leg bone as firmly as it once was. But if that's all, head back to Hawk, who is now free of the worm and free to make other poor choices of his dying destination.
So he coughs up a bunch of worm goop,
Mm-hmm.
and then picks up his warhammer and just yells at the worm and strikes. Oh, that's a nat 1.
And you also collide with this wall, further bringing it down just enough to see the desiccated face of a man, his skin taut, beard growing out, and his fingernails like fully retracted but seeming to be curved upward, as if clawing at something futilely. But he's definitely dead, and if you could have been frightened, you would have been. But fortunately, you're not. Zefti.
Okay, how's this worm looking?
Well, a lot better, but still not great. Like he's definitely been hurt.
Okay. I'm still gonna give him a little sass and say, please, gosh, I just need to hit you, please.
You want to try and
You
cast
still have
a wish
advantage
spell?
on it.
I do, yeah.
Just do you raise up your hand to try and cast wish?
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Cool. That's my turn.
You can make an Eldritch Blast attack.
Okay.
Is there still advantage on it from the?
No one's hit it.
Well,
I'm.
+2 in chat.
Oh. Okay.
So
In
your
that
wish
case.
spell did have an effect.
Oh, it did. Thank you. In that case, then I will attempt to hit it with an Eldritch Blast. Just kind of like swinging my arms out and say, "I'm still trying to target you. You're a big guy."
You're a big
12
guy. You can take
or
it.
14, I guess, if it's a +2.
14
Or save. That doesn't.
will do it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 6 force damage.
6 force damage. You blast this thing right down the throat, and you see a bit of stomach. The entire back of this thing kind of bubbles briefly, and settling back in. Unnatural flesh, recoalescing. But it is still standing. It does appear quite hurt though, and it is going to return the favor by attempting to bite you again.
Ah, very cool.
That's gonna be an 11 to hit though, but I'll
Oh.
use my +2 to make it a 13.
It still would have hit.
Okay, make me a dexterity save. Take 5 piercing damage.
So 4. So
Into the pit.
Oh.
The worm again rears up and swallows you whole. Except you
Ow.
are alive this time, and you can start trying to make your way out on your turn.
okay.
Brendel.
I will. Hang on. Because I forget how inspiration works.
It's a D6 you can add onto a roll after you've rolled it.
Yeah.
The bardic inspiration I gave you is.
I will. I don't know the rules about this, but can I turn to Seth and try and say something witty to give him my inspiration?
I'll allow it.
I
Give
don't
the
roll a lot
bard-
of dice. Keep it.
Give the bard inspiration back. Sure. If you want.
But I mean, I roll a lot of dice, but I tend to roll pretty decent.
It's all good. Yeah, I'll
Do
take it.
whatever you need.
I will then go. Although they didn't fall to your poison breath, come on, keep trying. Your name is Seth.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Look at everybody.
Give
love
him
it.
give him the inspiration.
Yes, you will. That's a bonus action. What do you do on the rest of your turn?
So
Oh.
wholesome.
Cool, that's a bonus action.
Yeah, it's just a bonus action, man.
I will then turn to the worm
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 fiend.
fiend.
Actually, can Seth reply quick?
Sure.
Take care of the worm. I've got these two. That's what he's gonna say.
Oh, got it. I'm then going to be like, cool, and then I'm gonna just run to this mofo.
Okay, it's gonna try and claw at you with a 10 to hit, so it won't. So yeah,
Nope.
strike at the worm, sir. It's
I
just swallowed your friend Zefty.
I will then take my short sword and stab.
As you do, yes. Please stab.
Fuck. 7.
7. You attempt to hit this thing, but the undulating musculature of this catches the blade just a bit before it can pierce, and you aren't able to really shove it in, and you pull it back. You definitely caught blood, but certainly not any significant damage, unfortunately.
I curse under my breath in Sylvan.
You know
That's literally the rest of my turn.
You know what could have helped?
What?
A bardic inspiration die.
Yep. I was about to say the same. Yeah,
Anyway.
well, I didn't want to keep it because he probably would have needed it for a saving throw.
It's all right. It's all right.
Seth, you're up.
All right. Question. So 2 of these bodies on the ground next to me came up. Is that correct?
Yes.
There's a third one that hasn't.
The third one has. It is currently attacking Pip.
Oh, it is the third one that attacked it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Seth's
that
gonna
would
kind
save
of
you guys some
do a
trouble.
little rodeo and get between the 2 guys.
Mm-hmm. Just
And
get rid of
he's
dead bodies.
yeah, all good. And he's gonna say, "All right, time for you to go away. What more do I have to say? I need some space. I need some room. Back off now or feel the boom." And he's gonna pull out his lute for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
pluck 2 strings, and you're gonna hear it resonate. And then he's gonna grab it and slide it down till it gets really close, and then hit a power chord type style, and you're gonna cast Thunderwave.
All right, and that is a
Constitution saving throw.
rules.
11 and a 5.
Those are both failures. They will take the full damage, which is going to be rolled now. Ooh, that's really good. 13 thunder damage.
Both of these fellas will just burst fully. Like, the entire skin and muscle will just detach from the bone, clothing, and just going as well, and shredding to pieces, and just splatter. The skeletal frames, what's left of them put together, collapse to the floor, devoid of any connections. But yeah.
Finishing that with like the mist of these things going off, he's going to kind of take his loot back and point at the worm and say, "Watch out now, you'll soon be dead. It's all over once you face my man Ed." And I'm going to throw the inspiration over to Ed Hawk.
All right. I didn't think I got the name. Pep.
Can I just say that as soon as you did the power chord out of the mouth of the worm, you would have seen like a rock hand come out, like, yeah!
Perfect.
Oh, Seth is elated. What a great crowd.
Pip. My
I'll be here all
friend.
week.
I don't think combat will last that long.
Well, I'm not as good at rhyming as the others, but the worm fiend in front of me, I getting a little angry at these things now. Hickory dickory dock. Here's a hammer to the cock.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a 6. Oh, wait a minute. Halfling luck. Reroll. No, never mind. It was a 2, not a 1.
Okay, you got the halfling one. That's unfortunate. You swing just a little short of the bells, and don't quite make a connection.
Well, his target was smaller than I expected.
Exactly. Or perhaps lacking altogether.
Oh, if only you had vicious mockery, that would have been a good one.
Edgar Hawk, rather.
I kind of put my mouth to the worm and just try to yell to Zefti, "Find my hole!" And then I swing at the worm. 17.
17 will hit.
10 damage.
10 damage. This thing, look, and you just cleave through an entire section, basically almost splitting this thing open. It's barely standing as you create quite the hole for Zefti to find.
Oh my god.
That's my turn.
How is this thing still up?
Because chat healed it, and it's barely up. Zefti, you're restrained, you're in this thing, it's very weakly holding together, and you can get your hand in enough that I'll say you can, like, cast a spell if you want.
Fuck yeah, alright, cool. You'll just see Zefti's hand come out of the hole that Edgar created, and do another, like, rock sign, and then just point at the worm. That's her trying to cast Told Dead on the worm.
Alright, it'll make a wisdom saving throw. DC on that again?
13.
13.
For wisdom.
It gets a 10.
Cool. Cast. Yes, thank you for asking me if it actually is missing fucking hit points. 6 necrotic damage for the worm.
How would you like to finish this as the Hell's Bells reduce it?
Awesome. So a giant bell appears, kind of a ghastly form of a bell appears above the worm, rings out in a dolorous chime, and it creates such a vibration that it kind of just shakes Zefti out of the worm, doing damage on its way out, and she just kind of kicks it on her way out too as the worm crumbles.
And indeed it does. And as it does, all these worm fiends, they lose all movement in their bodies. And you guys are left alone in this dark, dingy, moldy cellar.
Ugh.
I will go over to the bodies with my... Are there any, like, sconces or, like, places where I can put my torch?
Yeah, there are a few sconces around. They appear unlit at the moment.
Are there any in the area next to the bodies?
I mean, they're close enough. You can kind of go around and start lighting them.
Yeah, I'll light them all.
Lighting them, I think Seth will kind of look from Pip over to both Ed and Zefti and everyone else. Is everyone all right? I know you guys all took some hits, and you guys swallowed by that thing?
It was really gross. It
you
smells
guys
so
are
bad.
You guys are covered in red ichor, and your armor is lightly sizzling.
That's what I get for eating worms.
I'll use Mage Hand to pat them on the back. Or does that take more than 5 pounds?
So the false wall was in this corner, right?
Yes, behind it you do see what looks to be a starved, dehydrated, old, and dead man.
I'm looking to see if the Baroness Eleanor is amongst these cadavers.
Sure. You can make an investigation check, and I'll just add that the man also appears to be missing an eye.
Is there a cask of wine in there as well?
Oh, there's a bunch of casks of wine.
Cool, okay.
But they do appear to be similar bottles to the
Natural 20?
The Amontillado?
It does appear to all be from Amontillado.
Sick.
And a natural 20, you can see, based off of the description and the noble vestiges and heraldry that you'd be expecting to find, you can peel off a servant's body, and they're lying dead, drained of bodily fluids and face mostly contorted, but now you can see the muscles relaxing into a more natural state. Baroness Eleanor Rennet.
Could I check on this body
In the secret door.
in the secret door? Yeah, he's missing an eye. Everyone else, are they still hearing the?
You if you were afraid, yes, you would still hear the heartbeat.
I'm not afraid, so
You do not hear this heartbeat at all.
okay. Okay, then maybe I won't look in its chests.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pip, I believe you got called out too.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I gesture for Pip and whoever else wants to come over to get closer.
Sure.
I believe I found our missing Miss Rennet.
Who?
I then gesture to the cadaver.
Well, as much as it pains me to say this, I believe her husband would want her body returned.
Right.
I concur.
But with Worms dead, we'll just set this place on fire and carry her on out of here.
Does anyone else still hear the beating?
Yes.
Starting to hear what they were talking about. It was quite nice to sing to though, but kind of disturbing now that I'm not doing things.
What do you mean, still here?
Dun, 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 dun. That noise.
I heard it earlier. I
It's a
don't hear it
heartbeat.
anymore.
Oh, did it
I
stop?
hear.
I
Still here.
haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either.
I hear quite a loud heartbeat. Would my frightened condition go away?
I mean, you're no longer frightened, but this is not a
Condition-based thing.
condition-based thing. This is now a kind of sort of constant in your life, at least as far as you can tell.
There's something left to solve here, I think. But unfortunately,
We should
the
we
Baroness
should return
is gone.
the Baroness. Yes.
So,
Is that another hole down?
Yeah, is that another pit?
No,
Or is that the hole we
that's
came
that's
through?
the hole you came through.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I will then ask Edgar to pick up the cadaver of Miss Rennet.
Sure. So, I gingerly pick her up.
All right, and you guys have your body.
I will then begin to escort and help people up the hole if they need assistance.
Okay.
Where's the father, though? I
That-
think Seth is gonna try and start looking over the bodies.
I'm going to go over to the man in the wall,
Oh yeah, the man in the wall. That's what I'm.
and I'm going to do something I never thought I'd do and attempt to see if this man who is missing an eye, based off of the girl's description, is the old count.
I mean, he's wearing colors similar to the finery you've seen decked around the house. It's not too difficult to assume he's either been here for a long time, though it was somehow maintained, or was recently interned in here, and with a stab wound in his chest.
but no eye.
But no eye.
Do we need to search the house for this eye?
Potentially. If our friends here are afflicted with hearing the same heartbeat that drove the current count mad, then it might require some doing.
Not hearing it as well.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No. Previously, during our first encounter with the
I will
the
correct you.
undead
You do
upstairs.
still hear it.
Oh, I do?
It doesn't go away.
I was gonna say I don't
Okay.
think it goes away. Otherwise, I wouldn't worry and I
Okay,
would leave.
Okay. No, that's totally fine. Yes, totally, yes. Sorry.
So,
I was just swallowed by a worm. I can't think.
so Zeph, do you
But that
just just ignore me casually swinging my warhammer and stretching. But you haven't eaten or drank anything since you came in here?
Me? No.
Yeah. None of the worms bit you or let anything crawl inside you?
I was just swallowed by a giant one. I don't know if you missed that over there. Um, but no, I haven't ingested anything. I was frightened upstairs, which is kind of beyond me. The undead typically don't scare me. Um,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, just asking for absolutely no reason at all.
okay.
Seth, nothing crawled into you at any time?
I mean, the one guy hit me, but I heard the heart before that, and I hadn't been touched by any of them. I heard it as they got up. It startled me, and all of a sudden,
Oh.
dun, dun.
Okay.
I hadn't touched by anything before that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good. We can go.
Think?
I began hearing the heartbeat upstairs. It was only when Edgar got eaten that it got louder. I assume the heartbeat has something to do with fear.
Possibly, yes.
Sense. I fear it has something to do with our count. The previous one said that he was mumbling. It was hard to make out. But he said something about the heart, about stabbing his father. The wound is at his heart. Is there... Can I look at this wound further?
Sure, make a medicine check.
I would like to assist.
Sure thing.
You want me to assist you instead? I have a +0, but I'm welcome to take the advantage.
Well, I have the +1, so
Go for it.
Love me some level 1 characters.
I'll help you.
I failed anatomy and don't even have that, so.
18.
18, you can see as you kind of like pull back the wound, and it's like under crushed ribs. His heart is still there, not moving. I mean, this just like doesn't appear to be any kind of magical energies or anything you guys are picking up on. It's just kind of in your head.
We look for his eye. The little girl said something about his eye being all.
And so did the previous count. Said that the eye was watching him. Always watching him, even after he died, apparently.
Though to be fair, you're pretty certain that guy was crazy.
That's true.
But I'm hearing it now. Am I crazy?
Are you?
Yes.
Or are you just sick?
I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight if we don't go through this house.
Well,
Yeah, let's
we
head
did let the other
upstairs.
guy leave and hope that he would get better. He's returned. If he, I assume he got better if he left. So maybe we will be fine just leaving.
Maybe we should.
If
send
not, I
one of
guess we'll come back here.
We can come back in the morning after a good night's rest and refreshed. At least get the body taken care of and maybe the little girl. Is there an orphanage in town?
There is.
I will start to walk out of the building to check on.
Yeah, let's get out of here for now.
Check on whom?
Jenny.
Jenny? Jenny is curled up in a blanket, sound asleep.
Let's get the horses. I feel there's a mystery here that we're leaving, but I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Search the rest of the rooms if we must, but
Honestly, while I'm walking through the count's room, do I see anything shiny and valuable?
You're within the count's room. Certainly, it's a finely dressed room. Lots of, writing implements, luxurious carpets and paintings, and a few antiques adorn the bedroom all around. You know.
I will attempt to stealthily take a couple of the trinkets that are laying around that the count would probably not miss.
Sure. Yeah, you can get a few things. A few fine writing implements, some nice inkwells. A very nice abacus. You know, pillow sheets looks really nice.
Maybe I won't take that.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I
new
mean,
magic item for you. Get it.
If
It's silk.
there
Grab
are any stray gold, if there are any stray gold coins, then I will
Not so
definitely-
much in the way of gold coins, but you can find a few, about 4, I'd say, just kind of in the desk, like he was handling a money bag, and some of it kind of spilled out.
Okay, I will definitely take those.
Okay. Everyone else, you gonna collect Jenny and leave?
So that's gonna do one last look over at the basement, just trying to make sure we didn't miss anything on the ground, kind of besides the bodies and stuff, and then just gonna
Sure.
come upstairs and leave.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, roll me investigation if
about
you
rolling,
want.
but-
Oh, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you want. But
20, dirty 20.
beyond the clothing and overall effects that the guests have on them, no, doesn't seem you missed anything. But that heartbeat still pounds in your head.
Regrettably happy with this search. There's nothing. Just gonna leave the basement at least.
I
Yeah,
will
I'd like to
then-
take a look around the. I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just gonna say I walk out of the place.
I just want to take a quick look around the office where we found the Duke,
Yep.
and then pick up the drunk and the little girl on the way out the door.
Okay. Oh gosh. I'm gonna say evens he's alive, odds he's dead. You pick him up and he's not breathing and you don't feel a heartbeat.
Oh well, we tried. Drop him.
Okay. And you pick up Jenny and ride on out of here.
Yeah.
And shortly after, as morning breaks, the sun cresting, you're able to return to the home of Baron Rennet. Entering his hall, he looks you over and looks to the body hanging on your arms and collapses to his knees. He thanks you eventually, giving you all 150 gold pieces and signed letters pardoning you of your crimes. I just don't know how I'll go on, but thank you. Who's this? He says, he's looking at the bundle of in a blanket that one of you is simply carrying.
This is Jenny. Her mother was the cook. She's dead as well.
Oh,
Jenny's gonna need a home,
indeed.
and you're gonna need somebody to share your company.
Well, I agree. I'll take her in. Raise her as my own. Or
I
at the very
appreciate
least
that.
assume as best I can without my dear sweet Eleanor. But if there's nothing else to say, nothing else to do.
I will at the very least just kneel and say I apologize for the loss.
He'll wave you off as you start to go down. It's I will take comfort in the hours she gave to me. I will be strong, and I will look after this young one as best I can. And on that note, that's the end of our adventure. So yes, you all head your separate ways, or perhaps share a path together for a bit while longer. But Eleanor's body is interned, or back to the Baron's care, who takes on Jenny as a young ward, and the Count Lebrim Moldavia is not heard from, as far as you can tell. And shortly afterward, having left the house, the heartbeat slowly, over a course of a few days, fades and stops. And that's what we're going to call it. Thank you all so much for playing with me and experiencing this story. So I guess without further ado, players, we're going to send it around. Tell us who you are, who you played, and where other people can find you in the future, starting with Comrade.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Comrade Crash on Twitter and Twitch. Usually you can find me on Nat20, Monster of the Week campaign, every other Thursday. Hopefully season 2 starts soon. And then I think the next time I'm going to be on TPK is later last week of April. I'm going to be joining Sarah Frank's Fast and the Furious one-shot, which will be super fun. But that's it for me. Ash?
And that's me. I'm Ash. I go by Ash and Rabbit here on Twitch and over on Twitter. I played Zefti Vale, the drow warlock who had a really hard time hitting things. This is a lot of fun. I'm kind of all over the place. I do a lot of stuff over on Nat20. I'm in a reoccurring campaign every Sunday. Post Curse of Strahd, now homebrew stuff. I DM a campaign over there every other Wednesday. It'll be back this Wednesday if you want to come hang out and see that. I think I'll be here on Thursday for the Roundhouse wrap-up episode. That'll be really cool. I'm excited to just chat and just get into the conspiracy of everything with that. And then I'll be back here on Saturday if you want to come check out the next Top Shelf episode. And that's it for me. Purple, it's you.
Hi, I'm Purple Phil. I played Seth, the green dragonborn bard, and I don't know. I actually don't have a lot to plug. You can find me in general in the Twitch chat for TPK. I'm here all the time watching most of the shows. I will definitely be here on Thursday shooting all of my conspiracy theories out on Roundhouse. I have so many. So I'm very excited for that.
What do the numbers mean, Purple?
Oh, I know what they mean.
Oh.
I don't know what they mean.
Okay.
I know what the numbers are.
Mm-hmm.
And I have ideas. But yeah, I don't know the next time we'll be on TPK. Yeah, I will be on again, but sometime in the distant future. But I also will at some point be joining our friendly neighborhood. What was I gonna say? Fluorescent, luminous channel for a game in the future at some point. But that is not disclosed yet. But shh.
Commissar's listening.
Yes. So with that, I'll lead it off to Rudolph, I guess. I don't know how we're going over this circle. Where does it turn?
It's gonna like a typewriter.
So hey, I'm Rudolph Movo. I played Pip. You can find me on TikTok sometimes, and mostly on Twitch, just hanging out in all the stream chats. Not currently in any games or campaigns that are being streamed, so if you need somebody to fill in for a session or two, hit me up. I'm always willing to listen. And that'll be about it from me.
And what's up, guys? I'm Dustin. You can call me Pal. I go by GoldDustin21 on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, it's cool. I'm planning to be on TPK this Wednesday for a hamster thing.
Yes, destructive hamsters.
Yep. I'm
Very
planning
excited.
on doing that.
Mm-hmm. I'm very much looking forward to it. It's going to sound like a very good time. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So bring it back to me. Hello, everyone. I was your DM, General Bringer of Dread, and person running this stream that didn't crash the first time, so that's pretty handy for me. Otherwise known as Turk, or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter. I'm mostly hanging out here on TPK, but I do bounce around a little bit. So this week is going to be mostly TPK focus week, as tomorrow I will be bringing up the armored arm of the Himbo squad through Harper Investigations. Thursday I will be at that round table for Roundhouse Roundup. See how many words I can throw round into. And then, of course, on Saturday, we will be doing overarms, kicking ass, and all the anime tropes. All bring your persona and get ready to beat down. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've tinkered around the system, and I think we have a great group to play through it. Very recognizable from last time. Of course, on Sundays, I am one of the many co-hosts of Total Party Recap, where we break down anything and everything good that occurred on TPK, including this show, of course. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in my DMs. I can answer them on the show there. I'm in a personally good position. Additionally, reach out to myself, Sir Heckalot, who is in chat right now, or Kohlrabi, who is in bed and recovering right now. If you have any questions you want to ask about any show that is on TPK, as we will be discussing all of them. We're just big old fans, and we like nerding out about stuff. Additionally, I will be in that Fast and Furious one-shot, Swift and Vicious, on the 25th. And then, of course, we have something coming up that is very secret over on Neon Lights Roleplay on the 18th, as well as a Scooby-Doo Monster of the Week one-shot on the 16th. Should be a lot of fun. The players have been set, and the cast is not who you think they are. But with that, the curtain falls. Thank you all for joining us tonight as I adjust this light to make a dramatic exit. I wish you all a good evening, and may you have a wonderful poetry month full of darkness, despair, and just a tinge of madness.